Well, this Thanksgiving, more Americans are turning to chicken as inflation pushes up the cost of a turkey. Joining me now is Butterball President and CEO Jay Jandrain. Jay, I got to say, and I know this is music to your ears, but I think that's sacrilege. I mean, there is absolutely nothing like turkey on a Thanksgiving. You begin to smell it early on if you're lucky enough to have a wife or a mother or another spouse that starts cooking early in the morning. You wake up to that smell, and then of course there is nothing like having it at a table, at a Thanksgiving table. But are you worried that some people might substitute chicken for it?
Well, I certainly agree with you on your point about the smelling that turkey cooking early in the morning. That is a great smell and brings back a lot of great memories. But I will have to say I've not seen any data at all around the chicken substitution for turkey. In fact, we do know that from survey work that we've done just prior to the holiday, 90% of those who we surveyed do plan to celebrate the holiday, and 85% of those will have turkey at the centerpiece of the table, which is consistent with what we've seen before. So we certainly aren't expecting a change there. And we know that we're shipping a lot of turkeys this year, more so than last year, actually.
Good.
And some survey work that we've done here in stores here recently shows very few of our turkeys left in there. So it looks like sell-through is good.
Now, last year, because we were still suffering from all those supply chain problems, there was a shortage of smaller turkeys. Any kind of shortages that we still have to deal with because of supply chain problems?
No, we expect that everyone who wants a turkey will get one this year. And again, as I mentioned, we've shipped actually more product this year than we did last year. And so far, what we're hearing from the retailers is that pull-through is good. There are no shortages, and everybody should be able to get just exactly what they're looking for.
What is the toughest thing for farmers these days, for turkey farmers? What kind of product? Are they having trouble getting feed or fertilizer? What's bothering a lot of the turkey farmers out there?
Well, the challenge certainly has been with feed, not a lack of feed, but just the cost. And we actually bear the brunt of that, the way that our operation is set up. We provide the feed to our farmers who grow turkeys for us. So we know all too well how expensive that is and what the impact of that is into the cost of the product. It's our single largest cost that we see.
Wow.
So it's very, very difficult.
What about transportation, Jay? I mean, we all know the price of diesel fuel's never been as high as it is right now. That must be a big problem for you guys too, right?
Our transportation warehousing costs has gone up this year, and that is something as we look to next year as well. We don't see that going away anytime soon. So that's certainly a challenge. We've got a number of very smart people in our group working to try to minimize the impact of that on how we manage our freight and our distribution. They're doing a lot to work with our customers to make sure that we can minimize that and really just take costs out of the supply chain altogether. But from a rate basis, we are seeing an elevated cost there, and we expect to see more of that next year, unfortunately.
Jay, it's just a fact that Democrat administrations tend to be heavier-handed when it comes to regulations. Is there anything that this government could do in terms of deregulation to make your job and turkey farmers have an easier job of it?
Well, I know, certainly a great deal of what our government is doing is looking out for the safety of the consumer. We certainly support that.
Yes.
But there's nothing really outstanding that says, boy, if we got rid of this regulation to make things a whole lot easier. Some oversight is good. We're going to work within what we've got and make sure that we follow the rules of the game and provide a safe, wholesome product to all of our consumers.
And by the way, the Northeast is full of wild turkeys these days. I know there are a lot of people out there that might think, oh, maybe it'd be cheaper to get one of those wild turkeys. I think there are laws against that, aren't there?
Depends. You want to make sure if you're hunting, you're within the season limits.
Yeah, right, exactly. Well, Jay, happy Thanksgiving to you. I can't imagine that your household is without that smell on Thanksgiving, right?
Oh, absolutely. Both inside and out. We've got one on the grill and we've got one in the oven.
Oh, man, I envy you. It sounds wonderful. Jay, thank you so much for being here. Have a great Thanksgiving to you and your family. I appreciate you being here.